We are your weather authority, and throughout the morning, we'll stay on air, keeping you informed and keeping you safe. We begin with a live look from Storm Tracker 21 as the winter system continues to make its way through the area. That's a wintry mix, and it got its start last night with snow causing some slick roads, even a little bit of sleet today. Look, we'll check in. We are again your weather authority, and we're tracking the latest. Good morning. We're so glad that you're waking up with us, and thank you for tuning in to ABC 21 News on this Sunday morning.
And I'm Kayla Stewart. We have team coverage this morning with what you can expect if you're heading out the door. Our own Nick Maruziak is in Storm Tracker 21. Caitlin Kendall and Gabe Pro are out at Promenade Park, and Matthew Bullock and Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach are both in studio with the very latest as the snow moves through our area. You'll hear from Nick, Caitlin, and Gabe later this morning, but first, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach for a look at what's happening right now. Matt.
Yeah, it's been snowing all night since about 10 p.m. Some heavy snow at times, too. In fact, we tracked some snowfall rates at 1 to 2 inches an hour. So pretty intense across the region. In fact, the airport at about 6.7 inches of snow so far. We're still going to see a little more as the morning progresses. Here's a live look outside. This is our Broadway camera on the southwest side of town. You can see the flags waving. We're continuing to see quite a bit of snow across the area and snow-covered roads too. And we are expecting that snow will continue to be an issue here for several hours. It's 28 degrees with light snow showers. Here's a look at some of the snow totals so far. About 7 inches in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, 6.7, Huntington at 5 inches. We're likely going to see more snow totals come in. These are just a few that we've had so far. And the winter storm is going to continue as so. Snow is going to be turning lighter. Roads will remain rough, and also we're expecting that light snow to continue through the evening. Now, here's a look at Storm Track radar. Snow is going to continue to cycle through the region. Snow showers will continue to be kind of an issue as we work our way not only through the rest of the morning, but possibly even the afternoon. As we zoom out, you can actually see these showers, these snow showers, as they cycle through the region. There's plenty more to go. We've got a few more hours here of accumulating snow, but roads are impacted too. And Matthew, you had a few issues on the roads earlier today, right?
That's right, Matt. On my way to work this morning, I was driving on Coliseum. This picture, I took a few pictures on Coliseum. The first one you see, this is Coliseum in Coldwater. It's around about 3 a.m. this morning. As you can tell, there's plow trucks this morning, but you can tell the roads at the time weren't plowed, and it wasn't too bad. Luckily, I drive a Jeep, so I had the four-wheel drive, so I went slow, took my time, but again, these roads were covered with snow. The next picture, it's still on Coliseum, and this is the intersection between Lima Road. As you can tell, between the intersections, again, you start to see those snow-covered areas, but areas start being plowed could produce maybe some tricky conditions. We do have a few travel advisories going on. That includes parts into DeKalb County, even Allen County, and down towards our south. But even though areas are under a travel advisory, I would still proceed with caution as snow continues to fall throughout this morning.
Yeah, thanks, Matthew. We're going to check in now with Nick Maruziak to see how the roads are looking in the area. Nick, let us know. What are you seeing, and what's your experience been like here in Storm Tracker 21 so far?
Well, Matt, it is not very fun to be out on the roads right now. I was just talking with my driver, and the roads are completely snow covered. Let's actually go to that and take a look at what's going on. We are getting, again, snow covered roads outside. And in addition, there is a breeze every now and again, and what's happening is the car is actually swaying with the breeze because it's having trouble sticking to the ground itself. I wouldn't say it's impossible to drive, but it is definitely not very fun to drive, and it is a lot more difficult than usual. To give you an idea, we are on Interstate 69. We're actually just coming up on the DuPont Road exit, and we have not seen one spot that has been clear. As for plows and salt trucks, we have seen them out and about this morning, so obviously they are still working on the roads. The problem is it is falling so fast, the snow that is, that actually we are getting more snow on the ground before the plows could come through. If you looked over on the opposite side, we actually just saw a plow come through. Now, that being said, you know, it is one of those mornings where if you absolutely have to get out, you can, but you're definitely going to want to take it slow. For context, right now we're traveling about 40 miles per hour on the interstate, and it seems like even at this point there is still that sliding around a little bit. So again, we are continuing to keep things safe out here, but if you do have to travel, it is one of those mornings. Give yourself not just a little extra time, but I mean double, triple the amount of the morning commute. My commute took me a half hour. I usually do it in 8 to 10 minutes. So it gives you an idea. Again, we'll continue to keep you updated out here, but for right now, all the roads are snow covered and there are some very, very tough conditions for travel. Let's send it back inside.
All right, thanks, Nick. And of course, we'll have our full forecast coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Most definitely. You know, it's a big day when the entire Weather Authority is here in
That's
studio.
right.
Thank you so much for that, Matt. NDOT's plow and salt trucks, they're on the streets as we speak. Officials with NDOT, they say that they have more than 130 trucks monitoring the snowstorm. All week, they've been stocking up with salt and gas to make sure that they're on good to go. They say that trucks were out last night as well, plowing and salting at least 5,000 miles. And they say they wouldn't stop until it was safe for people to get out and drive.
I know that we're prepared just from, watching local forecasts and looking at our in-house models. And I think by about 10 p.m. tonight, we should have every available yellow truck out there on the road, kind of cleaning up whatever it is comes our way this evening.
He says people should stay home this morning if they can, and if they do choose to drive, try and steer clear from the trucks so that they can do their job safely. You can find live updates of road conditions, traffic delays, and accidents on NDOT's website. We'll have a look at more in the area later in our newscast.
Our team coverage continues this morning. ABC 21's Gabe Pro and Caitlin Kendall are live at Promenade Park. Gabe, Caitlin, what are you seeing out there?
You know what, Kayla? I can tell you this. I don't think the cold is a big factor here. It's this wind. And I was making fun of Gabe
snow coming in our faces, yeah.
His eyebrows are frozen.
see.
He said my eyelashes are frozen.
Yeah.
But I think the wind is going to be the biggest factor out here today.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you can see just here in Promenade Park, we have several inches of snow. As Nick was saying, and looking off to downtown, visibilities are low too. So as Nick Maruziak mentioned, traveling is going to be difficult this morning.
And I am always a big proponent. I'm a snow lover. I've been begging for the snow. Matt jokingly has had a lot of viewers blame him. And
This
he
is
said,
your
hey,
fault.
Look, blame Caitlin.
It's your fault.
I will take full responsibility. I'm as happy as I can be right now. This snow is the perfect snow. I can tell you this snow, as we were walking in, there are definitely parts where you slip a little bit, your foot goes in farther than you need to know. So just take some caution if you do go out with the kiddos and you're playing. But with that being said, I have to say, I checked the snow. I checked it a little bit.
Right?
It's a little too fluffy for a snowball, but nothing I can't just throw it, Gabe. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning.
Yeah.
We're going to build a snowman.
Snow accumulating on us too while we're out here.
It's going to be so much fun out here this morning. We'll continue to bring you updates throughout this entire newscast. Our whole weather team's out here. We're out here braving the elements for you. If you go out, you have fun.
Yes.
We're going to have fun. Send us some pictures into our newsroom. We would love to see what you're doing out in the snow today. But it is still coming down.
It is.
My eyebrows are frozen. Gabe's eyebrows are frozen. Right?
It's cold, it's snowy, but hey, this is what a lot of people have been asking for, and the snow is certainly here, and we've got more of it on the way.
All right, and we will send it back to you guys in the studio. We're going to jump into the car to bundle up.
We're going to stay warm.
Meet with us again and find maybe another spot to go and see where the snow is. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Gabe, you're just going to let Caitlin throw a snowball at you like that and not throw one back at her? It doesn't work like that.
I'll get revenge. I will get revenge.
All right,
Don't worry.
thank you guys for that. And stay with ABC 21, your weather authority, for the latest conditions here on air and online at WPTA21.com. We'll have more team coverage throughout the rest of the morning, including another check in on Storm Tracker 21.